Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. On the visiting sideline, the Bengals and their head coach. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Ravens. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. A warm welcome to all of you tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you as Evan McPherson's going to get us started. And here we go on EA Sports. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback. A guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills. And it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Another carry for him. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Plowing up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Offense already looking like they're at mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Short pass brought in. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done. You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
They'll try and punch it in. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
A 5-yard loss sets up 3rd down and goal.
I got it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is complete to Ferguson out left. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down. It took a great defensive effort to do it. With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker want to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They've got first down here from the 36.
2 yards on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
One play action here. Burrow finds a man right side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The play fake. Burrow. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Intended for number 87.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
It's third.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Connection made to the rookie from Iowa. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. Caught quickly on the slant. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Dumps it off to his running back. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Back at the 45-yard line.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Gonna throw again. Goff. That's completed right side. And he stopped at the spot. He made the catch. So give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 10, Bengals nothing.
Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Jukes away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bengals start getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. They bring Higgins in motion left. Burrow setting up the play action. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Burrow to the air now. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bengals 1st down.
Burrow from the gun. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
17 more yards. That's another Bengals 1st down.
To throw again, it's Burrow. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Intended for number 80.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Teddy Buchanan on the coverage.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up 3rd down.
Savon Rebel on the tackle. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Drive play straight ahead. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Teddy Buchanan on the coverage.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Into the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd.
Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Jamar Chase. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To the air again, it's Burrow.
23-yard line.
Brought in close to the 8. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals start to fight back with their 1st points of this game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on a football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
One after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals cut it to a field goal game.
Bengals 7.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They go play action with Goff. And he's intercepted for the first time this year. Geno Stone picks it up. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, right, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
2nd and 5.
Burrow back to throw. He keeps it and takes off. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 6. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
A give right side to Dobbins. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside.
Ravens get him. Down he goes. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
That right there, Kate, that right there has all the armchair quarterbacks going. Why didn't you run it? Because you take a risk when you throw it. And if you take a sack, well, now you got to kick the field goal. If you would have pounded the football, got a little bit closer, you at least give yourself a decision on 4th. I don't think you do now.
27-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Completed to his running back. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39.
On 1st down, it's gone. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 32-yard line.
We've got a good one so far. We are all tied up, and we have hit our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Out Out of the shotgun, Goff. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
To number 31. Brings up third down.
Goff now, third and long. Hits his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 6
We get a
yards.
timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Burrow now on first down. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
7 yards.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Third and long for him here. That one's complete over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second.
It's fourth
And they
down.
still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he gets it away from his end zone. Fair catch is made a yard or 2 short of midfield. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know what I know. It's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
2nd and 2. At the
From the gun, Goff. Jump off, caught by his back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Gets him on the out route. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
15 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. This is complete to Ferguson out left. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
18-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They're gonna throw again. Goff. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
First down throw from Goff. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bengals 10.
Reed now to kick this one away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
35-yard line.
The Bengals with one final possession now in our opening half. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
To number 80.
Cincinnati uses its second timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Dumped off to his running back. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 14 is here, the final 5.
Well, apologies to our buddy Scott Hansen. We're going to catch up with you after this one, Scott. We're going to jump past halftime, get you right back to the start of the second half. Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Out come the Bengals. It's their ball first, leaving the locker room. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 39.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ball is out. Burrow lost it. And the Ravens make the recovery.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff to the back. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
At the 30-yard line.
Play action here with Goff. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15.
And the Baltimore first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
14-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete, and will bring up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking for somewhere to throw. It is caught left side. And this one doesn't go far.
on for the Ravens field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Blitz knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The score.
Okay, they got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
Reed now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 29.
Burrow out of the shotgun. On the move, headed right. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bengals first down. An 7-yard pickup. And the Bengals...
We've set it downs from 37. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Deep shot doesn't quite work out. So that's an incomplete pass. Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10.
Kyle Hamilton was their defensive.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So out now comes the punter. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Ravens and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Goff on first and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Out of the shotgun. Goff. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bengals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Dobbins trying the right side. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Second down.
Here comes second and 8 after that penalty. Burrow setting to throw. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that first down, too.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
Burrow's going to sneak it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Burrow trying on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
The gift to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens 6-yard line.
Again, it's Dobbins. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. 2 yards standing between this unit and 6. Here's 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up third.
From the gun on 3rd to big trouble now, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Ravens. The 50. The 30. The 10. And Baltimore finishes capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one, It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone, and they worked in unison to set up a massive, massive scoop and score touchdown.
Bengals 10.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. To the air now. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Burrow back to throw. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. First and 10 now from the 46. Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 43-yard line.
2nd down now, they need 7. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Ravens will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They go play action with Goff. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off on Barrett Carter. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. They bring Higgins in motion left. Here's Burrow. He brings it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Ravens and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Goff. Finds the in route, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They give it to him again. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Off to the air now. Throwing the out route, complete. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. Goff on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. The cover guys go shut it down. Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense running out in need of 2 quick scores.
Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay 1 play ahead of their defensive foes.
And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Out of the
2nd
shotgun,
and 4
Burrow.
at the 50-yard line.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. Lofts it deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And 4th and 4 coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Short pass brought in. And they take him down right along the 30. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bengals 30-yard line.
Now a run here from the gun. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
Goff now, 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Tyler Loop out for the Ravens to attempt this field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Loop knocks it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And gotta imagine, Brock, there's an appreciation for the conviction they had going for it on 4th down the last drive. Just didn't have the results they needed.
You know, so many teams, and really the data today tells you to have a 4-down mindset, Kate, especially when you cross midfield. We'll be curious if they've got that kind of conviction after missing on the last one.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Bengals.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Offense to the line fast.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Burrow from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Bengals trailing by 13. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Desperation time here. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Ravens are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Back-to-back carries here. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Final timeout taken by the Bengals. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Setting him on the dime. And they'll fly ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
They may be a dying breed in the NFL, but this is why fullbacks will continue to be used by some teams each and every year. Those bigger bodies, they're almost always good for a positive gain before someone can drag them down.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
That's one of those situations where if you're going to call that play, you better execute it. Because if it works, well, you're a genius. But one little thing gets off. A little bit of penetration. You don't seal the edge, well, you're punting, and that play goes right out the window.
And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
First down, Burrow to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. To throw. No place to go. Ravens take him down. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals.